Hey there YouTube, it's Nick with Feeding Fitness. Today I'm going to continue on in my video series, Why Are We Fat? And today I'm going to talk about a very big reason why I think people struggle so much with fat loss, and that's having unrealistic goals and using unrealistic measures to achieve those goals. Now, I'm not saying to set your goals low, because the sky's the limit. You can take fitness and weight loss as far as you want to go. I've taken it very far myself. So that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that when your goals are just completely unrealistic, if you're 100 pounds overweight, you're not going to lose that in 6 months. It's unrealistic. 100 pounds in a year would be stellar progress. I was able to do that, and I would say that's high-end achieving. Losing 50 pounds in a year is still amazing progress. That is a much more realistic goal. When people throw out these stupid numbers, like I want to lose 90 pounds in 90 days, like something like that, it's just, you're not gonna do it. I'm not telling you don't set your goals high, but if you want to lose 90 pounds, make it a long-term goal. Your short-term goals need to be achievable. Let your lofty 3-5 years from now goal be something that you couldn't even imagine. You know, I want to go from morbidly obese to six-pack abs. That's a long-term, multi-year goal, and it's a fine goal to have. But your short-term goals need to be realistic. You know, I always advocate a pound a month, a pound a week weight loss, very realistic. If you have a ton of weight to lose at first, 1.5 to 2 pounds a week is realistic. So, you know, losing 60 pounds in the course of a year, if you have a ton to lose, very realistic goal, fine goal. I'm fine with that. Now, on the same token, your methods to achieve the goal also have to be realistic. Now, what I'm going to say here is you really have to use a method to lose weight that has some kind of transition into the maintenance of weight loss. So if you use an extreme method of dieting to lose all the weight, you certainly had better have a plan to transition back into a normal pattern of eating. I see this all the time. People will go on a hyper-restrictive diet. They will lose a lot of weight very quickly, and then they won't know what to do. They'll lost their 50 pounds using this hyper-restrictive diet. They remove the restrictions, and what happens? They pile the weight right back on. Now, I'm not saying losing weight quickly is bad. Some people will say that steady weight loss is the best way to do it, but research doesn't necessarily support that. There's actually a lot of emerging research showing that losing weight quickly at first is correlated with longer-term maintenance of weight loss. And the thinking behind this is that the initial big weight loss helps to motivate. Some people can't be motivated with that very slow weight loss. And motivation is another topic I will talk about in this series, but that's a whole nother video. So what I'm saying is that rapid initial weight loss isn't necessarily a bad thing, but there must be a plan to transition into something that's maintainable, lifelong. If you have no exit strategy, if your strategy is to eat in ketosis with barely any carbs, lose 50 pounds, and then you're gonna fail. You need that exit strategy. You need a way to reincorporate carbohydrates unless you plan on not eating carbs the rest of your life. The same will go for something like a paleo diet, which is hyper-restrictive, unnecessarily I might add. Due to all of the restrictions, it likely puts you into a calorie deficit, sometimes a very large one. You lose a bunch of weight, and then you go, I'm at my goal. I'm sick of eating this way because I don't like it and I can't maintain it for my entire life, so I'm going to remove the restrictions because I did what I wanted to accomplish, and then boom, weight comes back on. So you have to have a reasonable, achievable goal, and you have to have some kind of maintenance strategy. So without those two things in place, you're not going to do it. And it's this yo-yoing of lose 50 pounds, gain 50 pounds, it's one of the worst things you can do. It's so bad. Because what happens is, you know, anytime you lose massive amounts of weight, you're not going to lose fat only. You just aren't. Even if you do everything optimally, you're going to lose some lean muscle mass. Now, when you gain all that weight back, you're not necessarily going to gain back any muscle mass if you're not trying to do so. So your net result, someone who rapidly loses 50 pounds and then rapidly gains it, you're actually going to be worse off than when you started, because you probably lost some lean mass along the way, and you probably gained back mostly fat. So you really don't want to do this yo-yoing. It's not good for you. You want to have some kind of sustainable weight loss, and it's okay if it's an aggressive plan at first to spur very quick weight loss, but if you're doing that, you absolutely must have a transition into some kind of slower weight loss or maintenance once you hit your goal, because without that, you just will not succeed. So that's really all I wanted to say on this topic, and like I said, I've got several others planned. I'll try and get a video out before next week. Suggestions for topics in this series, please put them below in the comment section. Give the video a like if you like this series. That'll let me know that you want me to keep making videos in the series. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/feedingfitness, and I'll see you guys next time.